This hour is so interesting. So all hour long, we talked about family and relationship with Sean and Michelle and Melissa and Joe. And stepping into someone else's world, it led us to this perfect conversation that's happening right now online. The conversation is one that has sparked millions of comments and a major debate. You may have seen the headline. It stopped me in my tracks. This was the question. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? Yes. She said yes. Okay. Okay. It explores how many women like that lady are approaching relationships differently and apparently embracing independence, challenging old expectations, and redefining what partnership means. Take a look at what the internet has to say about this question.
Vogue just posted an article saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I think for men, this is a wake-up call.
Women are finally waking up to the idea that having a boyfriend is basically the least interesting thing about you.
It just felt like beauty standards kind of repackaged, where they're kind of redefining or trying to push a new definition of what it means to be accepted by other women.
I do post with my boyfriend a lot, and I do get a lot of comments being like, this is performative.
It's really cool to me that women are leaving behind these traditional gender roles because, like, not everybody is meant to be a traditional woman or a traditional man.
I think it sparked a very important conversation.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. So we have assembled some people who have very strong opinions and even some who are neutral. Please welcome Jordan Davis, Maggie Marcico, Linda Wynn, Annie Jorgensen, and Nicole Water. These brave souls wanted in on this conversation. And joining us from Savannah, Georgia is Vice News writer Ashley Fike. Ashley, welcome to the show. So Ashley, you actually wrote an article for Vice News, a response, if you will, to this, and you said why women say having a boyfriend is embarrassing. What is at the heart of this conversation?
You know, that is a great question. I think it really strikes a nerve with people. For me, as an elder millennial, I spent my teens and 20s without social media.
What's an elder millennial?
I'm a senior citizen millennial, I think.
So how old does that make you? How old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay, so, oh, wow. If you are an elder, I am a mummy. So, not just a mommy, I'm a mummy. But you are, so you're saying that is this, I guess what I'm asking you, is this a viral article or you've done research, are people really feeling this way?
I think people are feeling this way. And for me, the bigger question was the word embarrassing and why that is. Are you embarrassed about your boyfriend? Or are you embarrassing about who you become with your boyfriend or how people perceive you? It's kind of a loaded question and a loaded word, I think.
Because some of the research, if you will, was that a lot of women or some women were no longer posting pictures of them being coupled up. Before you would see people on vacation today, or they'd go Instagram or social media official with a photo. And it seemed, according to the viral article, Ashley, that women were not posting even when they were in a relationship out of embarrassment.
Yeah, there's definitely this really big movement right now of being independent and thriving on your own. And with social media, there's a lot of people watching you do that. And I think kind of being vulnerable and having a boyfriend and pretending you care kind of, contradicts that.
Okay, so Jordan, you're here, you're obviously outnumbered, but you are
slightly.
You're single, and you say you read this article about 30 times. Okay, you went from having a boyfriend is embarrassing
No longer
to
single.
wanting a boyfriend. So you said you read this article about 30 times. What stuck out to you?
So what stuck out to me was not necessarily that having a boyfriend is embarrassing, but feeling embarrassment to post someone because you don't want them to embarrass you later, or something along those lines.
Okay, so that's an interesting aspect of it, because for a long, I was with my husband, I was pregnant, I kept it private, and people said it was a secret. It's like, it wasn't a secret, it was a private thing, because I knew the minute I revealed, people would have something to say, and I just didn't care what you had to say, so I didn't put it up. It wasn't embarrassing, I wasn't embarrassed, I just didn't care what social media had to say about it.
100%.
Maggie's been on our show, you did the frozen dating challenge with us. You're single, and you agree that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. What is embarrassing about it?
So I think...
having the wrong boyfriend is, yeah,
that part, yeah. I think that women have changed so much, and I think men are trying to figure out where do they fit in this evolution. And in terms of being independent, I think that it's wonderful. I think that there should be more of a conversation around what your relationship looks like. I don't think necessarily having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I think it's the aftermath if the relationship doesn't work out.
So that's a different note, though, right? Because when I heard some people, Linda, talk about the fact that this deals with independence, and I'm like, wait a minute, I am independent and I am married. The notion that you can't be an independent, strong woman and have a partner was confusing to me. You're neutral on this.
Yeah, so for me, I view being single and being in a relationship like two beautiful things. I don't find it embarrassing unless you're with a wrong partner.
Right, that's what I thought. Like once you realize the person's a bum, then that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I live in New York, I can say bum. But you know, that's when it becomes embarrassing. And even then, I actually don't think it's embarrassing because we've all thought somebody was the right one and they weren't. And to me, that's not a source of embarrassment. It should be a source of learning.
Yes.
Right. But you feel neutral about this.
Yeah, so I was single for a very long time, for like 20 years by choice. And because of that, I know what it's like to be single.
What does single 20 years by choice mean?
I just literally never dated anyone.
You turned down dates?
Yes, because of life stuff happens
Right.
and you're just not in the mental space to date.
I respect that.
Yeah, and I think like while I was single, I really learned how to find my identity and what I like, what I don't like, and really like learn more about myself along the way, which now I'm in a 2-year long-term relationship.
Okay.
And
Okay. Well, that's interesting because Ashley, you're in a relationship and you point out in the article that the other layer to this is kind of what Linda talked about, the trend of women, some getting mocked just for being really happy or openly in love. I mean, our audience applauded Linda for saying she's openly in love, and you're saying on social media that can bring out the haters.
For some reason, it irks people. The overly lovey people makes people cringe for some reason.
Well, I mean,
because
it's not necessarily new, though, because, I mean, you used to see people hugging on the street and people that get a room. I mean, it's like, but it takes on a different vitriol, you think, online?
I think it does. I mean, again, for me, I don't post a lot online. So for somebody who might post a lot online, it's if you have a boyfriend and something, as people have mentioned, goes wrong or things kind of get messy between you two, it's like, you've already put all your stuff out there and now you're kind of like have to backtrack by learning lessons or whatever you're doing in that relationship. So the judgment comes hard online these days.
Yeah, I know all of our panel nodded to that. We're going to dig into that, the embarrassment of going public and then having to retreat. I thought you just wiped their pictures from your Instagram, but apparently it's more complicated. We're digging into it. Is it embarrassing to have a boyfriend? Right back.